sort of design on the intercooler, but I don't know what yet.
Peak City.
Clapping cheeks.
That's what I would do.
I kind of want to do like the Signs of Speed logo, but like that part isn't. That's the one part that isn't Signs of Speed.
Yeah, that's free
advertising. Like, what the fuck is that shit?
Free advertising for nothing.
Yeah.
I would just do something random. I mean, maybe even just do your YouTube stencil on there.
True.
But I mean, personally, I think Cheek City is the winner.
Kissing dudes.
Kissing the homies goodnight. So what is this? This is your...
That's a wideband.
why does your thing have like a thing attached to it though?
What do you mean? Oh, controller?
Yeah.
It's because it's a CAN bus instead of just like a 5-volt signal.
Oh.
So there's a messaging bus for the whole ECU, so that sends messages across the bus. It's kind of confusing.
Is that like standalone stuff, or is that just...
It's just new car stuff, really.
I was gonna say, because every wideband I've ever had, it was just like the sensor and then...
Because like every new car, so let's say like you have a new car, you press the AC button.
Yeah.
It doesn't send like a voltage, it sends like a message saying turn on the AC. So it's like a network. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's trippy.
Yeah.
I just never seen that one before.
But that's why I can actually use this to display anything I want, because this just reads all the CAN messages coming across.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So what else is that supposed to... What do you mean CAN messages? So what other...
The ECU publishes CAN messages across the network saying oil pressure, it says, RPM, whatever.
So that...
And this just listens for those messages and displays.
So that can display more than just what your AFRs are?
Yep. Anything.
What? That's sick.
Yeah. So like any parameter that's on the ECU can be displayed on there.
Oh, I just realized, I just seen that was the link thing and not just like a normal gauge. Okay, that makes a little bit more. So that's standalone things.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought that was just like a regular...
I think this will work in newer cars too that have like...
I just thought it was like a normal AEM wideband. I was like, that's wild. But now that I see it's part of the standalone...
And that's why, so see this little warning light too?
Yeah.
You can program that for different parameters.
Oh, like a rev limiter or something?
Drop oil pressure, rev limiter, like anything. And then you can page through. So you can have up to 4 parameters and page through each one.
That's freaking sick.
Yeah, so I don't have like 10 gauges just
Yeah, you can just flip through while you're cruising.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's all those dashes are too, those big dashes.
Yeah, those strata displays and stuff.
Just listening to those CAN messages and
yeah.
them. Yep.
DJ's got that on his CRX.
Yep.
The K-tuner version.
AEM's doo-doo. They don't have any of that fancy stuff.
Really? But they're supposed to be the tried and true.
Fakers.
Goodness.
Big old, like, I think it's like a 4-inch inlet, I want to say.
I was going to say. That just looks so massive, though, in here. Like,
yeah.
Man.
You know what? One thing that's kind of interesting, so remember the clearance on this, I wonder if my motor mounts are kind of bad and it's making the motor sag down a tiny bit.
Oh, I have no idea. Do you have stock mounts in here?
Yeah. You know what I mean? Because if the rubber is compressing, it could throw everything off.
Yeah.
Shit.
I don't know.
I thought about that last night. I was like, I should probably check my motor mounts.
Yeah. Well, especially you should probably get a torque dampener too then, because that way when the engine's rocking, it's not going to just like on that.
Well, even like hard braking, I feel like that would slam into the frame.
No, because you should have the...
Oh, there's a little
stopper. Yeah, you got your stopper down there by the oil pan.
Look at the gap between the stopper. Like it would hit the supercharger before it hit the stopper.
I mean, I guess you'll find out if you hear some crazy noises.
Or just have a boost leak because
the compressor breaks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh?
Yeah, I should probably check my mounts eventually.
Yeah.
Sooner rather than later. Oh yeah, dude, that's solid. That's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Gotta slap it. That's not going anywhere.
Oh man, what much? Oh, test fit in the. Oh yeah, put the bolts in that and then test fit the bumper.
Yeah. Although I don't remember which bolts are which. Actually, I guess they're all the same.
Well, what's cracking, guys? Just hanging out, putting a supercharger on Mike's S2000 because I don't know. Maybe mine will be later on down the road, but he's the guinea pig, so we're
learning process.
Yeah, so we're gonna try it on his car first and see what happens. Except his is gonna be running a lot more power than the one I would. This setup's good for like 450 and.
What is the stage 1 kit? Is it like?
It's like 80 horsepower bump.
6 psi, 8 psi, something like that.
6 probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think they say that it's roughly an average of 80 horsepower. So, usually 280 to 300 wheel.
Mm-hmm. Which
So,
that's pretty good. I mean, if you had like 300 the wheels.
For a stock S, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess for an S in general, since you don't really need a lot of power in these puppies.
Yeah. So we gotta hook up the air to water intercooler. Since I made room for it now, gotta run the lines through and hook up the pump.
Where's the pump?
I wanted to see where these fittings were gonna sit. That way I can orient the pump for it correctly. So
yeah.
come into these, but yep. And what's cool is see this little bum right here?
Yeah.
I could put a temp sensor in there and hook that up to the ECU and have that control the pump speed.
Really?
So as the intercooler temp goes up, you can, modify the voltage for the pump and have it run faster or slower, depending on like how hot it gets.
That's a lot of science.
Yeah.
That's more than I know how to do.
Because then you won't have like as much, electrical load all the time with the pump running full speed.
Yeah.
So, a lot of stuff I could play around with eventually.
Yeah, I know my mounts were leaking when I first bought my car, but his car is relatively unknown. It had some mods on it when he had picked it up, so it might just be like aftermarket mounts in there now, like Rock Autos or something. It's hard to tell. I don't really know how to tell the difference from OEM to aftermarket, like rubber, because they all look the same.
Yeah. Did you see all the goop on these headlights?
Oh yeah, like they tried resealing them.
And they still leak.
Do they really?
They put a gallon of freaking goop on there. And yeah, every time I wash my car, this one leaks.
Oh wait, so all they did was just take the housing cover off?
I don't know.
Like the orange? That's kind of what it looks like.
I mean, do they still look like the fact? Oh yeah, it still says Honda.
Yeah, because it looks like it's missing, or like these little lines in here, like on the sides. It kind of looks like where the factory amber lens would slip over.
So they just did a amber cover delete, basically?
Yeah. Here I was thinking you had Euro spec headlights this whole time when he just got disassembled USDM spec. I just want to be able to drive my car already. The alignment guy was sick again today, so. And I messaged Forza, no answer. Called him, no answer, so. The S2000 is.
COVID or something?
Everybody has COVID when it comes to aligning my S2000. Like, it's so unfair.
They get COVID from touching your car.
Just so they don't have to do it again.
Yeah, I'm really curious, like, how the bumper is gonna sit, but let's see.
Nothing a hammer can't fix.
I mean, it's just fiberglass. It'll be alright.
Yeah, worst case, we'll just have to run bumperless just to get it down to the shop. But
I was like hoping they wouldn't lock the ECU so I could at least start it and bleed the coolant and everything before the tuner comes in here and has to do a bunch of stuff.
oh yeah,
Like getting it in like a running state.
yeah.
But no. Like I don't even think there's a base map on the ECU.
So they lock it down, put the base map on it when they're ready.
I guess, yeah.
Bunch of weenies.
But Link actually has a pretty good base map for the AP1s. Like it's pretty close. I looked at it. I can't believe I didn't know those holes didn't exist.
Just weren't looking hard enough.
I guess. Yeah, I might run a bigger pump eventually too, but we'll see. We'll see how it does.
Yeah, he's running a Link ECU. That fancy stuff.
Once together,
Somewhere over yonder.
Because it goes right in the stock case and it's got all the factory plugs and everything. You can look under there if you want.
Oh, under the dash?
Yeah. It's right where the kick panel is.
Oh.
Mine or other wiring.
Somewhere back in there. Kind of dark, but you get the idea. Yeah, that's pretty cool though.
Did you know these cars have those accessory options in the fuse box for like adding stuff? It's like
add a circuit ports?
yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's pretty sick. They have one that's constant power all the time. They have a second one that's like key on power, and they have a third one that is power on when your headlights turn on. So you could use that as a dimmer for
Oh, for gauges?
your radio or gauges. Yeah,
What
so
the
I
heck?
just tapped right into that.
That's wild. I didn't know that.
And then you just you put a spade connector on it, so
Yeah, like a female spade?
yeah, and it plugs right in. So
That's sick.
mm-hmm.
Man.
They thought of everything.
Yeah, if I ever do an ECU, I'll probably check out the Doctronics one as well. This guy just does a lot of tuning himself, so he likes the adjustability of having, open access to everything.
Yeah.
But
I think links are the future. Those Australian dudes know what they're doing.
yeah, well, this guy also has his own channel that he's building. He's filming the whole series, so if you guys want more info on the Link setup, wherever his sticker is. Oh, it's backwards. Mirrored. Yeah, he goes by Canyon Tuned on YouTube, and he's got the whole. He'll have his whole build series. So he's already done like the electronics, like the ECU, the fuel pump, and stuff. So, and this dude's quick on the trigger with these video uploads. I'm sitting on 2 videos from like 2 weeks ago, and he finished.
I was up until like 10 o'clock with editing, and
Yeah.
a whole day is just between wrenching and then editing at night. I'm sure you know how it goes.
I hate editing. I liked it, and I was more motivated when I first bought my MacBook.
Yeah.
And now I'm just like, what's the point? Like, I don't know. I just get so bored with it. It's fun, but I don't like actually doing it until I sit down to do it, and then I have to like force myself to get in the zone.
I'm like, yeah, my videos are kind of basic. Like, I'll trim stuff, make it not boring, but I don't go crazy with editing unless I'm doing like one of our Toge videos or something.
Yeah.
Go
All
crazy.
fancy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, because he just finished bolting this stuff up yesterday, and then I look at my Instagram story when I get home from taking the Integra out to the Canyon. I'm like, oh, a new video, and I'm like, damn.
Yeah, like literally right after you left, went to go grab dinner, edit, and upload it.
Yeah, no, we just went out to the flats and then chilled, and then we went and got some Panda Express, but
I'm gonna set this down real quick and see what it looks like with a bumper. You can attach to this. I think you can rotate it too somehow. Oh yeah, there you go.
yeah, there's not really any good Honda tuners nowadays in Arizona. There's one guy that I know of, but the guy that I was going to, the Honda community as a whole out here is kind of in agreement that he's getting lazy. And it's not in a bad way, like your car's going to blow up, but you just can't expect much power out of them or anything like that. It looks grainy. I don't know why. So, sorry, we're going to put the bumper on really quick. Fokker's in here. Hi, Fokker.
Why aren't you over your house? Yeah, just grab the other side because it's kind of floppy. Oh yeah, I can put this way. We'll just get it close because I just want to see if it clears or not. We'll get it somewhere.
I hate taking the bumper off my car.
Yeah, it's okay.
Oh, you got the splitter brackets.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, we got
It's gotta go in between. Let's see. Yep, just as I suspected, it hits.
Really?
But, actually.
Oh, I see what you mean. Like the top.
Yeah, so like that little duct has to be trimmed probably.
I mean, I would probably almost just trim it all the way up. Maybe go halfway to
So
start.
the gap that we have here now, that's probably like 2 or 3 inch.
What did they measure?
It always hides when you need it.
Oh, here it is. That's why I like at the shop. I've always got the Milwaukee hooked on my hip.
So my side is right up against it if you want to measure that.
I'll just go off the middle, so.
2 inch?
About 2 inches, yeah.
What is it on these corners?
Well,
I mean like, so see this little gap right here?
Oh, you mean from fender to bumper?
Yeah, so like 2.5.
Yeah, 2.5 on the dot.
Okay. That's gonna look pretty sick though.
Yeah.
Having it flush like that. I'll just space it this way so trim it. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna go around here, take.
Yeah, with a Dremel or something.
Yeah.
Oi.
That'll be good.
Oh, come off there.
Or just get a less thick intercooler.
True. 100 octane leaded and oxygenated. Good lord. Running a potato, Fokker, you're a potato.
You're a potato.
Blame the Wi-Fi, all right? We're in Apache Junction. The best we can get is some sticks and soybeans.
Are you actually connected to the Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, maybe Fokker just has a potato screen. So
He's in Tucson. He's got
yeah.
He's got
Yeah.
that crackhead internet.
Yeah.
Crackheads be chewing on lines down there.
Yeah, right?
We're stealing all the copper wires down there for the internet.
Fokker's like punching his screen right now. Just like, how dare you?
I'm allowed to talk crap about Tucson down there, so. Although he's been there longer than I have.
He says he has all the pixels, 900 megabytes down. You know what else you got that's down? The syndrome. Bam. Well, maybe it's because I'm in partial wide angle. I don't know. Blame YouTube. Doesn't matter if I'm wide angle or like zoomed in. The quality is just bleh.
Alright, so let me see how this pumps get sit. So they have this little bracket here. So they have the secondary air pump in this area, and you're supposed to sort of like mount it to the bottom like that. And then this was the second option for AP2, so this is like closer to what I need. And I think
Fokker said he hangs out with us. Downies of a feather flock together.
actually that's gonna be a nice. I think they give you like a 90-degree hose, somewhere in that kit. And yeah, it would just go right in. So
That's what she said.
easy peasy.
Hmm.
And it's got the flow direction arrow on it, so that's the inlet.
Helps special people like me figure out how to install it.
Or people that say, "Oh, I don't need instructions." I want to say this little hose. Maybe.
Oh, it looks like it.
There we go. So this would go like that. Boom. That'll work.
Money.
I like it. Because the hot is supposed to go in through the bottom because like hot heat rises.
Yeah.
So and now, but this is certainly a lot easier to run an intercooler piping. Especially on these cars. Like I don't know where you would even get your hoses or your intercooler pipes through.
Most guys bring it through and up here, I believe, and then shoot it over. They don't. A lot of guys don't run that bottom tray.
Oh, so they go like underneath?
Yeah.
How do you have ground clearance for that? That's gotta be.
Maybe they go around over here. I don't know. Haven't seen a charge pipe set up on an S2000 like in person yet.
Makes sense why they are running this on this setup.
I mean, air to water is better anyway, so.
Yeah. Although it can get heat soaked after a while, so I might run some puller fans on the back side of this.
What about water wetter? Can you put that in there?
Yeah. You can even run the ice box too. Like if you were at the track, you can run, I don't know where the hell I would put it, maybe in the trunk, and you can run the lines, but a giant ice box, fill it with ice water, and then you're like below ambient intake temps at the track.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Bottom.
And you could do methanol injection, you could do all kinds of shit to lower intake temps, I guess, but should be pretty good. So yeah, just gotta put that box on, run this, and then I should be pretty much done with it. I want to be ready for the tuner next week, so should be done with it by then.
Man.
Let's see. Sucks that I had to drain my coolant because I just filled it and bled it and had to deal with all that.
Did you drain all of it?
They said like a half gallon just so you can get this out without it spilling. But yeah, I had to replace this bottom radiator hose. That's such a pain.
Oh, yeah.
It was leaking right at where it comes out.
Yeah, on the housing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the second day I had my S2000, the thermostat stuck shut, so I know all about it.
So, if there's any S2000 guys, get in the chat.
There's like 3 of them right now.
This is the tool you gotta buy. This is the old fucking big old hose clamp tool.
That looks like some sort of old, abortion device.
Oh, there. Now it's open. Yeah, so it's like a long reach. Because you're like dealing with the frame underneath, and the hose clamp is like way up here, and you're trying to get all in between everything. Instead of pulling a whole bunch of stuff out, you just sneak in there, and it's got the, I think I got these at Harbor Freight, but it's got the locker on there. So once the hose clamp is tight, you just keep it like that, just slip it off. But
Yeah, that's tedious.
especially if I had to, because I was thinking like the one that's underneath here for the top hose, you could just maybe like go in here like this.
Oh, yeah.
But I just noticed, is that a coolant leak right there?
Almost looks like it. But if you're using OEM fluid, that stuff like always has residual because it doesn't like gum up around the ends of the hose like the green stuff does.
I'll have to keep an eye on that. At least that one's easy to change.
True.
I just hope this doesn't leak. We might have to put a bead on the other side of that.
Oh, my bead roller showed up today, so.
Nice. Test it out.
Yeah. It looks pretty decently fancy for like, how much I spent and for being sold on Amazon. So, looks like it should do the job.
Cutting that bumper is going to be nerve-wracking.
The longer you think about it, the scarier it is. So just get in there and send it.
Actually, the most nerve-wracking thing was cutting that hood on my Corvette for those big-ass vents.
Oh.
Having them all straight in a line and everything. And
I just did that yesterday on that Mustang.
Yeah.
Guy was like, "Oh, I don't trust myself to do it, so just you."
The best tool to cut fiberglass is one of these. This oscillating tool.
Oh, yeah.
And then you use I think you use a bimetal blade on it. And I mean, it cut like perfectly straight, cuts right through it. Doesn't leave a huge dust cloud of
Like a cutoff wheel does.
Yeah, especially with fiberglass, you don't want that shit going everywhere.
Yeah.
That just drops. So.
Tommy in the chat said Royal Purple Water Wetter works really well.
In intercoolers?
I think it just means in general.
Oh, in general? Yeah. I think I had that actually. Maybe. So many brands make it now, it's like.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I had, where was this one? Super coolant.
Oh, yeah.
I think they're all pretty much the same thing. Runs 30 degrees cooler. I highly doubt that.
Put it to the test.
Yeah.
Call their BS. Oh, both headlights are silicone to high heaven.
Yeah. I actually have the OEM stuff, the sealant, somewhere. It comes in like, yeah.
The OEM goop.
Mm-hmm. Probably gonna get new headlights eventually anyways. I don't want the lenses on there. What else could I work on right now?
You never did retainers, did you?
Luckily they came with the car.
Oh, they're already done?
Mm-hmm.
That's
He said
fancy.
he did the TCT, which is questionable, and then he did the retainers, quote unquote. We'll see.
Yeah.
Previous owners like to lie, so I don't trust anybody.
And that's the unfortunate thing is you really can't see the retainers unless you really take everything apart and get down in there. Because there is a difference, but like top of the heads visually,
Yeah.
there's really not. Because the underside of mine compared to the new ones, there was a slight color difference. I think AP2 might have been green, AP1 might have been yellow.
There's a little marking on it?
Yeah, but I don't know.
Jeez. Is it actually thicker, or did
No, they
just
are.
make them out of like a different material?
They're thicker. Minuscule amount, but noticeable. You really got a micrometer to look at it, but you can like kind of visually tell side by side there. I had a picture, but I deleted it. Your AP2, yeah. I mean, my AP1 retainers were somehow okay, but I just did mine for peace of mind. But then our buddy Niles went in and had his done just out of a hunch because he started tracking his car, and I think he said 6 out of his 8 were cracked.
Yeah, I don't know how
Yeah.
the motor didn't go off. Like, how do you not drop a valve when it cracks? 'Cause
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, one of his was pretty bad looking, but somehow, yeah, 6 of his 8 were cracked. And
oh, show him this.
Oh, yeah.
So this is the intercooler that Signs of Speed gives you, and then this is the new one, upgraded one that I have.
Oh, that was the actual intercooler? Oh, good lord.
Yep. Yeah, that's what shipped with their kit, and it's literally a heater core from like a Chevy.
Yeah, I thought you meant that was like part of the cooler for something else. I didn't realize that was the intercooler.
And they even see these little brackets right here.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh yeah, they
like
even
that.
have.
Yeah, so yeah, kind of sketch.
I mean,
it probably works for like street cars that aren't really beat on, but track use, I don't want.
yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe just on the track days, run that before that before that.
Mm-hmm.
Double up on coolers.
I think somebody's here. Oh, Emily.
Who? I see no one. Oh, I forgot she has the Toyota.
There you go. And I got the tension my belt still, but I'll do that last, probably. I kind of want to put, I'm going to put this on.
What do you wire that to?
So the ground just goes, I think, on one of these bolts, and then the positive goes inside on one of those accessory wires I was talking about, so it's pretty easy. Yeah. And actually, I can slide this down a little bit more and get this height the same. I think it'll be pretty good. Well, of course, I didn't get the right size. Gosh darn it. That's the right right size.
Might have to just go get a different fitting.
Yep. Oh well, at least I can mount this for now. Let's see where it has to go.
I blame Fokker. He should have known.
Show that boy what a real AC in the garage looks like.
Oh, that guy? This fancy guy? Fokker flexing his window tint on his garage, but lo and behold.
Yeah, 75 in here right now.
Yeah, no, we chilling.
Yep. Even when it's like 110, 115, it'll still get it down to like 70. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, look at this. I don't even have to trim this hose.
Yeah, that's perfect.
It's like it was made for it. Except for my stupid fittings. Alright, so I just gotta sort this out.
I'll be in Florida in like 2 weeks for Formula Drift Orlando. Not looking forward to stepping out into that fishbowl though. Like I love Florida, but every time you come out there in the summer, it's literally like you step into like a sauna. Like the air is so thick and moist.
Yeah,
Like,
I've been there. I usually go in the winter. I've been there a couple times, but yeah, it gets like stupid hot.
yeah.
Humid.
Your package.
No, I don't drift the S2000. I track it, but I don't drift it. But I'll just be out there for the lulls.
It's funny, I think there's a guy on YouTube that actually drifts his S2000 now.
Couldn't be me. I can't afford that. But yeah, no, I'll be there for Formula Drift from like the 22nd, I think, to the 29th. Gonna swing by S1 Built Shop, hang out with those guys because I haven't seen them in like a year, and then figure out something else to do. Couple days to kill while I'm there. Try and, put some face to names.
This gotta be. Gotta find the mounting hardware for that. Unless it tells you to reuse the stock bolts.
Fokker knows about sway bars. We actually just put the AP2 or sway bar on Niles' car the other day with the Mugen diff bushings with evasive collars on them or whatever, like the solid ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. His car still steps out a little bit, but not nearly as much as it did before with the upgraded sway bar.
It's all about balancing the front and rear,
Yeah, the Wisefab kit's dummy expensive. They want like so much for so little. Like I know a lot of R&D went into that, but even then, selling the kit for $8,000 probably cost them, $500 to make in material, and then a couple hours to weld it all up on their jig. Talk about profit margins, eh? I just like stuff like this because then it's like supercharge, good power, AC, and then obviously EPS, but
relatively simple
yeah,
setup.
it's freaking cool. Maybe I'm just getting older, but like I just don't like cars anymore that have crazy power and no amenities. Like when they're shit boxes that are just really fast. But I'm just not a speed freak, so maybe that's just me.
Wait until you drive my car.
Fokker says WTF is AC.
Hopefully this doesn't block my AC condenser to the point where I don't have AC anymore.
Well, then just add some water squirters onto the front of the condenser. If it's only blowing cool at idle, make sure your fans are spinning. Make sure your alternator's good, because I know the rectifiers on these things go bad, because mine did. And yeah, easy fix. But other than that, probably just get it serviced. Might have a slow leak somewhere. Could just be low on refrigerant or something.
Whatever happened to Efren's AC? Did he ever get it figured out?
Yeah, it's working now.
Interesting.
It's only a dead weight because you're a slow driver, Fokker. You enjoy those 0.2 of a second more at the track than me, and I'll be cooling my titties on the way home from the track.
Who needs weight reduction when you can just add power? That's silly. It only costs all the money.
The rectifier on my car was doing the flickering, but then it was also drawing so much power, or not powering enough, however that works, that my fans were whining like my fans were bad. It was kind of funny. It's like a dying raccoon or something in my engine bay at the drive-thru.
Speaking of animals, when I forget that fox, that was just the craziest shit. There's a lot of animals at Tortilla right now.
There is, yeah.
I was in.
There was so many like dead.
I saw a fox. I saw a skunk.
Yeah.
Actually, the skunk was in the like RV area.
Yeah.
He's like trying to eat. There's like a bag of McDonald's inside the road. The skunk was trying to eat it.
Yeah, there was a bunch of squirrels and the mice and stuff in the road last night when we were out there.
Mm-hmm. All right, so now I gotta wire this ground. I think right up here somewhere.
What is your time at AMP, Fokker? I don't even remember. I think you told me, but I don't recall. Appreciate you, schmoove. Dying.
So that's where my ground's going.
Kind of sounded like a car door shutting.
Oh, they did have hardware. It was just in a different bag.
Oh, with the kit?
Yep.
I was mistaken. People that actually want to hang out with us? Psych.
Everyone's just working during the day.
Nobody works, don't lie.
It's funny, people think that I don't have a job. Let's see.
Fokker said he doesn't have a time. Oh, he said he's at 157 on video. Still don't believe it. So you're within a second faster than me because I'm a 158 even. So we close, and I got AC.
I want to know what Efren and I actually ran that day. I don't have any like legit data
Oh yeah.
because my freaking lap timer kept not working, of course. The draggy, I don't know. I don't know how accurate those things are, but we'll see.
Fokker said he's going to a 151 when his car's back. That's fast as balls.
Y'all want to see something? Ratcheting
Crimpers.
Best thing ever because you can hold everything in place.
You got to pay 15 G's a year to track at a Sebring? That's insane.
Boom.
I mean, check out VTech Club.
Get out, damn it.
Look up like, Pro Auto Sports or NASA or, VTech Club. That way you're racing with, groups. Because normally, all my racing has been done with Pro Auto Sports, and my 5 or 6 track days I've done with them have been I want to say around $200 for the actual day itself, and then you just pay, you got to have your helmet and stuff, but then it's just your expenses for gas and oil and fuel, or fucking whatever, food and stuff. So it's a lot cheaper than $15,000 a year, that's for sure.
full season?
I don't know. I'm assuming. Yeah. 15 grand for years. And doesn't Sebring, isn't that the one, or no, that's Laguna Seca, the one that has like the super low decibel limit?
Yeah, Laguna Seca does.
Yeah. That's retarded. Why would you build a whole racetrack? Like, I get it's because people moved in later in the years, but like, isn't the decibel limit like 90 decibels at Laguna?
Yes. I think it's even lower than that now.
It's ignorant, dude.
They keep lowering it.
Yeah, the Arizona Motorsports Park track here has sound ordinance too. It's like 96 decibels. It's pretty silly.
Right next to Air Force Base too.
Yeah. Ignorance is bliss, I suppose.
I'm glad I left that little grommet out that goes through the firewall because now I gotta run this wire all the way inside. I feel like I could just tap off of the emissions crap I unplugged, but don't tell anybody. I think they provided a long wire to go all the way through. This one.
I don't know how you'd be using hand tools for everything.
Sometimes I don't like torquing things down too hard.
What suspension do I run? I'm on Coney Yellow Sports with, I believe, Ibach springs. And then this guy be on some feels. What?
Look at this fuse.
Looks like an old inline one.
Strange. Whatever works, I guess.
Looks like some off an old Chevy.
Did they make this plug to fit into that accessory port?
Looks kind of like it, to be honest. Like even the nice clip to like unclip it or whatever, like right here.
Yeah.
The pinch clip.
Like that's a Honda connector for sure. I wonder if that's a thing. I could try it.
Is corner balancing worth it? I would say it's usually pretty worth it. But if you're rubbing, you probably got to roll and pull all your stuff. Do the tab relocation.
Blinding fucker. Oh, dude, no way. It goes right in there.
Really?
Ooh.
That's pretty sick.
They thought of everything.
275 rear, yeah, that's gnarly. I got 245s squared right now, but yeah, 275 in the rear is silly wide. This all BMW guts.
Motors at the machine shop.
How long has it been there now?
Like a week or two. We found out she needs new pistons.
Oh,
Her pistons melted.
how'd you manage that?
Whoever popped the head gasket on that thing, I think they just kept driving it when it was overheated, and yeah, it just melted a couple of pistons. They like 3 of them I think were deformed, so we're going a little bit higher compression, and then they're forged pistons, so.
People be messing up, man.
Yeah, but it's a, I don't know, 4 to 6 week wait. It's like all custom ordered, so. Yeah.
One of these days. Just threw him. You got the fancy ratcheting crimpers, but you didn't got the fancy ratcheting wire stripper?
Soft wires are pretty good. The quality.
Hmm.
Oh, I made it a tiny bit too long. And then I usually crimp one side. That. And then it's Johnny.
Oh.
Did you ever work on wiring stuff?
A little bit.
A little bit.
Just wired in a radio and reverse camera for my tattoo artist the other day. It's about the extent of my stuff. My basic gauges and radios on good days.
I'm just learning how to like repin connectors and stuff. It's kind of a pain, but
Yeah. This guy just has stock door speakers. I got the amp with upgraded door components, and then I added on my car, which is at home, but I added bigger tweeters, new door components and stuff. Then I added a component set up behind the seats with the amp. So I got like, all the music. I have a sub. I have a Ghost Box one that goes in the trunk, but I don't have the second amp or whatever to power it yet. Haven't got that far. I'm kind of lazy. But yeah, the audio in my car is really dope. I like that I can actually listen to music doing, freeway speeds with the top down.
these are not the shrink connectors like I thought they were. It's not shrinking and it just burned it up. Real great.
Is that supposed to be the shrinkable one?
Nope. Apparently not.
Oh yeah, no that. I would just electrical tape it or something.
Whoops. Science of speed, you didn't think of that one, did you? Now it's not watertight. Alright, so I have to go through right here, probably, actually. The old lube on there. I saw some little TikTok trick where you use like a ratchet or something like this, and you can like put the loom in there, and it kind of like separates it as you go or something.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I can't picture.
I don't know how you do it.
Yeah, I can't picture how they did it.
Since this wire is open already. It's kind of silly just to do this for one wire, but.
And now look at you, Fokker. You got no music. You got no AC. Shoot, you ain't even got that thing running right now. Look how far you've gone.
I like to blast my music when I'm doing the track day. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, I don't know. Having no music and no AC, that's a rough life. As my Integra has nothing but a steering wheel and a throttle pedal.
Yeah, you took all the speakers out of that, didn't you?
I still have them.
Oh.
Well, the door speakers are still, I think, I don't know. They need to be replaced anyway, but yeah, I don't know. The whole car needs to be rewired. Like if I end up not selling the car to Evan or somebody, eventually I plan on just paying somebody to rewire the entire car.
Yeah. I'd get it split loom, but I don't feel like splitting it all the way down. Working, kind of. I'll jiggle it.
Yeah, I feel like they wrapped the end of the wire around the wrench and then just plowed the wrench through the loom or something. I can't remember.
Could be. I'll grab that in real quick. I think it's like almost there, just.
I feel something.
Oh, I think it's going. Shake it. Yeah, that's working. Just shake it. Shake it as I push it through. Yep. Keep going. It's like jump rope. Oh, almost there.
Oh, there we go.
Got it? Nice.
See.
Keep on it. Sweet. Alright.
Shake it like a Polaroid. Yeah, Nissans are super easy to work on. They're just like sideways sitting Civics.
I gotta figure out how I'm gonna tuck these wires in here.
Efren says TFTI, says Javi.
Fools.
I'll tell Efren to learn how to do his job better so he can get faster and get done sooner. Then he can come hang out.
Here, you wanna try to grab this from the top?
A Z32 isn't a Nissan, it's an abomination.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna get this through.
Spit on it.
So it's near the overflow tank. I don't know if you can see that.
E. Jiggle up. I'm trying to move the overflow.
Oh, it's kind of locked in there.
No, it's just, it just sits on the thing.
Yeah, but mine is like aftermarket and it fits like crap. I really had to like pound it on there.
Oh, mercy. You guys gotta sit there for a sec. Oh yeah, that is tight.
Yeah.
Oh,
You got it.
yeah.
Maybe that's where they put the intercooler piping in that little hole. Well, I don't know where the hell it will go.
Oh, phone's like portrait locked.
Got it.
Yeah.
Keep going. Alright, stop. That's
Oh.
that little loom right here I can run through.
Boy, Forker.
Trying to run it through,
Appreciate you, Tommy.
like, the OEM location. Nice. Now, I still gotta get rid of the stupid Viper alarm.
Oh,
Part of it. So it like randomly goes off for no reason, and then you can't shut it off. I'm like, you're done. You're going bye-bye. Alright, do you want to try to feed this through that little hole and I'll grab it from the bottom?
no, this is a stock throttle body on here.
Yeah.
Feed what through the who?
So, come over here on this side. So, there's like a little air gap you can kind of see through into the cabin. Just try to feed it through there. I'm going to grab it from underneath. You can probably see my finger right here.
No, I haven't touched the throttle body or nothing yet. Trying to set you guys up. So, oh wait, there's a tripod over there. Huh? It's funny that those things work. Huh? I'll flip you back around. Oh dear. There we go. Yeah, I mean, I probably would do the throttle body and more bolt-ons if I had a tuning solution, but yeah, so it's using my finger. Oh, talk way down.
Yeah, just where that thick black wire is coming through, just put it in the spot.
I'm just trying to move that to the side.
Actually, there's two wires. Oh yeah, I got it.
Yeah, that's that, and then the little is. You got it?
Yep.
Oh.
Let's get twisted.
Yeah, I got caught on the wideband stuff. For the cruise control issue, if you're on an ECU setup, I'm not too sure. Bigger throttle body and port match, and it's surging in cruise. Vacuum, or how do these? No, these ones are just electronically controlled, right? There's no vacuum to them.
Oh, it has this second throttle cable, and then that goes to the pedal.
Yeah.
So yeah, this just controls the pedal.
Yeah, I would say it's got to be a tune issue then.
Yeah. Because it's probably requesting too much airflow for throttle body it should have.
Yeah.
I don't even know if my cruise control is going to work after the standalone ECU.
That's the other part that I don't want to do a standalone for is like, since I finally have a car with working cruise and good AC, I don't want to lose that like I did on the Miata.
Honestly, I might end up going to an electronic throttle body, which sounds counterintuitive, but it's better for standalone ECUs and they can control a lot more. Like I can have like traction control and all kinds of crazy stuff. Like actual good traction control that's non-invasive.
Disgusting.
Boy, when you're making a lot of power. Let's see. Still can't believe they use a cup fuse, but whatever.
I don't know. But, well, I suppose I'm gonna probably just end this live here. My phone is, get a little bit of a break, but yeah. Anyways, thanks for the few of you guys that are left, and thanks for hanging out with us, Tommy. And, maybe if you're gonna FD Orlando, I'll be there for both days. So if you're bored, swing up to Orlando. If not, it's cool. But anyways, thanks for hanging out. We'll see you guys later.